Alright, third battle of Winchester from the Death Valley box. Yeah, you know I'm going to show it every time. I gotta give him accreditation. GMT 2019 Richard Berg series of the Great Battles of the American Civil War. Once again, this is the last released Great Battles of the American Civil War. The P500 Into the Woods will be following before long. Greg Laubach's also a designer on this. Alright, so we've completed the 0600 turn. And man, that Union cavalry can hit hard. Really not even showing those two regiments right there. You can see they're not even disrupted. That's how bad the Confederate return fire or fire on them was. They did do 3 activations, so that brigade is at fatigue level 1. Okay. The 2nd Brigade of Wilson's division broke out, and they are on the run over here. And I guess this is going to be another one of those, depending on who gets the activations, who's going to jump into these forts. Like I said, I don't know, because I haven't studied how these reinforcements come in, but I know most of the stuff comes in up here. So even though they might get over here and take these, I don't know how long they would be able to if they do. And then again, like I say, if the activations go in the Confederates' way, Lomax's boys will get up here and they'll get in these forts. Oh, and I wanted to correct that on the rules on this for the victory. It's not, you don't get victory points for these, you get shifts. So if it was a Confederate decisive victory and the Union were the last ones to occupy these hexes, or they occupy these sections, you get like a category shift. So like it would shift a decisive victory down to a marginal, something like that. There's no points involved. It's just a victory level shift. It's like if you kill Phil Sheridan in this fight, it's a 2 victory condition shift in favor for the Confederates. Okay, yeah, I don't intend on letting that happen, just like I wouldn't intend on letting Early happen. But hell, you never know what might happen. All right. So Confederate Cav, like I said, they've moved into the town. The artillery's out in front. They've got to try to get out here and secure these forts. Although these units are a bit stronger strength-wise, and they match up better, they're just not carrying the weapons that the Union has. Those Spencer carbines are they're like +3 at a range of 1, whereas the rifle musket that most units in the Confederacy carry just a +1. Of course, if you get into some woods or behind a wall or something like that, you're going to lose that +1 anyhow. So, Godwin from the 2nd Division they're on the move. They drove fatigue. They did 3 activations to get into fatigue. I was looking at the brigade orders change, and it only says that a unit may change to advance or attack orders. It doesn't say they can change to march orders, but I'm pretty darn sure you can. I'm going to have to dig a little deeper on that. If anybody catches that and can tell me the rule where it says they can change to march order, which I know they would be affected and only move on the march order chit, somebody let me know about that, because I haven't been able to find that one yet. More cavalry here, moving out to help. 1st Cav moving out to help. That's the 2nd Brigade. Was it 3rd Cav? No, that's 1st Cav. Well, that focus ain't all that good. They're still out of command. Most of the units on the board are out of command because there's no corps or overall commanders there. Okay, so those 2 regiments right there, let me show you what they did. So there is 11, there's what, 600 or 550 men right there. Now just those 2 regiments, the 2nd and 5th New York. In 3 volleys, they took out 300 men with them damn Spencer carbines. And I mean, I tried to get the 23rd North Carolina out of there, and they were disrupted and had a strength point loss, and they took a 2D. The Union cavalry rolled a 12 on the 6th column. And that's a 2D, and they were already disrupted and had already 1 strength point lost. So they lost 2. Then the 2nd disruption or disruption, whatever, cost them another point. So 2 regiments gone. Of course, they weren't very big anyhow. The 37th Virginia Battalion, where'd they go? They were able to get out without taking a scratch. They went over to that intersection. I don't know what good they're going to do. But Ramseur is arriving. Right? He's got troops right there. He's lost 2 regiments already from that division. But he's got more North Carolina boys and Virginia boys that are in there now. So he's got a little bit of a line. But I mean, look at those strengths. I mean, shoot, the Union might not even need infantry to get through there. The cavalry is stronger. If they get that artillery up here, 10 strength points. I don't know how many it's, what is it, like 2 to 5 guns per strength point or something like that. So, of course, the cavalry, they're fatigued. Ramseur's, that brigade's, his one brigade there is fatigued because they did 3 activations. You do got a breastwork hex right there underneath that out of command marker. Then you got the one back here, but these guys aren't serving any purpose right now because the other brigade of cavalry bypassed them. I mean, I had actually moved this cavalry over here just in case I decided to pull the Union cav down in there. Sometimes what I'll do when I'm playing a game like this is if I hit like a decision point where, hey, we need to go that way and do this, or do we want to go that way and do this, I'll roll a dice and I'll go odd or even and choose it. I think that's why with the another series of games, like it's Multi-Man's Brigade, Civil War Brigades, I love that order system. Because once you write it, once you make it, you got to stick to it until you can effectively change it. All right, so much like the battle actually happened as far as the canyon goes here, Wilson's cavalry has driven them out of the canyon. Now they've got them up on the slightly higher ground, the rolling hills behind it. So they're going to try to clear that out because now the reinforcements start coming in. Take a look here real quick what we got. Where's my book? Where's my book? All right, so we have got, and there are no victory points yet because, like I say, the casualties, strength point losses to infantry, Confederate infantry or Union infantry don't do anything. It's when you get to effectiveness. All right, so, oh, awesome. So on the 0700 turn, Jubal Early comes in. And that's it. No units, just Jubal Early. They don't even see anybody until 10 o'clock. All right. So on the Union side, wrong way, so back this way. On the Union side at 7 o'clock, they get Wright's 6th Corps. They get the 2nd Division complete with all artillery. Jesus, will they need any more? Anything after that? And at 9 o'clock, they get the 1st Division of the 6th Corps. And then at 10 o'clock, old Sheridan, he shows up, and the 19th Corps? The 19th Corps, 2nd Division, with artillery. All right. And then, let's see what else. Then, so they just get a steady flow on every turn. So 11 o'clock, right? More of the 19th Corps, 1st Division. All right. Then we get the Army of West Virginia under Crook. They start rolling at 12 o'clock. And then 1 o'clock, his 2nd Division comes in. And then some scattered units show up. Cavalry is Custer. Old George is going to show up in Devon. One of the, I could consider them one of the heroes of Gettysburg. All right. I don't know where Buford and where Cutler ended up at after that. So, you know, the Confederates, like I say, they don't see nothing until 10 o'clock. And when they do, they're going to get, it's going to be Gordon, all right, good commander. He's going to bring in quite a few troops, some sharpshooters, some artillery. Rhodes, he'll come in. It's amazing some of these guys are still around so late. Terry's been around forever. York's been around. Gordon. Rhodes, he's been around. Grimes has been around, but he wasn't much command until now. Battle, another one. I think he got injured and was sent home for a while. Then you got Breckinridge coming in with some more with the 4th Division. And they won't be 12 o'clock. So, you know, they'll see 10 o'clock, 11, 12, and then they start getting them on a regular basis. But, you know, they don't get a whole lot. So now I got to decide, now realizing that I've got 3 turns to go without reinforcements, what approach am I going to take? Because I'm certainly not going to, once that infantry comes in, I am not going to be able to maintain a defense out there. Like I said, I think that cavalry alone is going to do a damn on Ramseur's boys out there. Do I pull it back? Start defending around the city of Winchester? Maybe try to get one of the forts or 2 of them and hang on to them and try to hold out until reinforcements get here? I mean, granted, I know the infantry's not going to blow through, but nobody can come on in march order until the 0900 turn. So that means the infantry coming in for the next 2 turns for the Union are going to be in advanced mode. So they're not going to get that road movement bonus. But then anything after that, including the Confederate forces, they'll come in march mode, which means the minute that march chip's drawn, they can move all 4 as long as they stay on a road, but they're going to draw fatigue. So, well, all right, well, I'll keep you updated. It's somewhat developing the way the battle did, at least as far as that area over there goes. I'm going to do a little more reading in the book. I'm pretty sure this didn't happen, but I'm making it happen. So they're going to be out of command though on the next turn, so they'll lose one of their activations. And I think Wilson's Cav all the way up to 9 o'clock, they get 3 activations every turn. So this brigade over here will only get 2. Ramseur is up there now with his troops. He's under that out of command next to the fatigue there. So now those brigades up there will be in command. So Ramseur, who they had 4 activations, because he was out of command though, he ended up with 2 or 3. So, but his brigades now, they will be within distance this time. Except for this group back here, they're still going to be moving there, so they'll get 1 short this time too. All right, well, like I say, we'll get back to you after we complete the 0700 turn, game turn 3. All right, thanks for watching. Take care. See you soon.